Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. We are being broadcast live over the Van Buren Television Channel 12 and on YouTube. I'm going to begin this. Let's begin with Clerk Wright. Would you please take the roll?
Trustee Kelly.
Here.
Trustee Boyne.
Here.
Trustee Martin. Here. Trustee Frazier. Excused.
Yes, that's excused.
Clerk Wright is present. Treasurer Bud.
Here.
Supervisor Nightingale.
Here.
We have a quorum.
I'd like to begin by having Sherry Frazier say a few words. Sherry Bud say a few words.
We will have a moment of silence, but I would like to recognize and send the board condolences to Belleville Mayor Ken Voigt in the passing of his wife Peggy. Peggy was retired but had spent her life in education, which included 32 years with the Van Buren School District. They raised 3 children, and so our heart and sympathy go out to Ken and his family and all of the friends and neighbors that knew. I knew Peggy when I was involved with the school board, and then when I was involved with the DARE program through our police department, we went to the schools, and so we got to know the people that were there, and she was a good one, and she will be us.
She was a great leader of the community. She was not just there in mind, but she was there in body, leading the way with a lot of volunteer efforts.
Yeah. So if you will bow, we'll have a moment of silence, please.
All right, today we're talking about a very long agenda. We have a consent agenda, which includes our regular spending habits, our meeting minutes, our prepaid list, and our voucher list. New business today consists of purchase of a new high-speed tabulator and ballot scanner for the cost of $46,000 from Dominion Voting Systems. We're also going to be discussing the selection of American Fireworks Company for the Van Buren Fireworks Show occurring on January 29th with a rain date of June 29th, with a rain date of June 30th. We are removing from the list the alteration of the LDFA loan agreement. We're seeking some legal advice on what aspect of that. It will be coming back at the next meeting. So let's see. Can I get adoption of the agenda removing line item number 3?
Through the chair, I make a motion, we approve the adoption or the agenda as presented with removal of item number 3.
Support. Got a motion, I have support. Hearing any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Next item is adoption of the consent agenda.
Here.
Mr. Boynton, trustee Boynton.
I would move that we approve the following for the consent agenda. Board meeting minutes of April 2nd, the prepaid list of April 4th and April 11th, and a voucher list of April 16th, all of 2024.
Thank you. Can I get a support for Martin, trustee? All right. I have a motion by Boynton, trustee Boynton, support by trustee Martin. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Next item is public hearing, of which we have none. Next item is correspondence, announcements, and presentations. Is there anybody who wants to make an announcement or presentation? Yes. Dr. Zanglein.
Hello and good evening. So I have a few announcements tonight, and one is to talk about our summer camp. So summer camp is back at Van Buren Township. We're so excited about it. It'll be the first time we've ever run summer camp out of the VBC, our Van Buren Community Center. Summer camp registration is live right now on our website. If you have any questions, you can go to the website, or feel free to call our offices. So we're at 734-699-8921, or go to the website and look for recreation. You're gonna find our information. Feel free to call us. Summer camp will be running for 8 weeks this summer. It's going to be starting June 17th and running through August 9th. We have lots of fun activities planned. We're gonna be going on lots of amazing field trips. So if you're at home and you're saying, you know what, I want something fun for my kids to do this summer, or maybe there's someone 18 years and older that not only wants to have some fun, but wants to come out and earn some money as a camp counselor, we are hiring right now for that as well. So if you're looking for summer camp, give us a call, go on our website. We're going to fun places like the DIA, Greenfield Village, Indian Creek Zoo. We're gonna go to Lansing, and this is gonna come into play in my next announcement. Parks, which is the organization that through Parks and Recreation we follow, we go to conferences. They have a day at the Capitol in Lansing where our group will be going for the first time ever to join all these other camps from all these other organizations all around Michigan to go to the Capitol grounds, to meet with legislatures, and that doesn't sound fun, but great photo opportunity and lots of fun activities and games. It's gonna be a great time. It's kind of like a kid palooza, so we're looking forward to doing that. A lot of fun with summer camp, so if you're interested in sending your child to camp, or maybe if there's someone looking to work this summer, please look us up, give us a call. We have lots of information for you. And then I have 2 other announcements. So our department received a couple of mini grants, and these are both through Parks. And so one of them I kind of alluded to is a Meyer transportation grant that was very specific. So it was going to be awarded to one organization in each of our regional groups. Here in Van Buren Township, the Parks group that we belong to, like our regional group, is called WHAM. It's for Wayne and Monroe counties. And so we were the organization within Wayne and Monroe County that received this grant. It's for about $450. And it's going to pay for our camp kids to go to Lansing. So it pays for the transportation. We're really excited. Like I said, it's the first time we've been able to go to do this particular field trip. The other grant that we were awarded is through the Safari Club International Novi chapter. Again, through Parks, but it's the Safari Club where we were awarded $2,500 for archery equipment. And then the MDNR is adding on an additional $1,000. So it's $3,500 for us to start doing archery programs here at Van Buren Township. They're also going to aid us in selecting the equipment and making sure we're buying the proper things. So we'll be able to do archery indoors, and it's safe. And you can't get a better, a better recommendation than the man who told me, hey, you're getting this grant. And by the way, we just put in a new gym floor. And so if, we do it at our gym floor and you guys can do it at yours. There's a safe way of doing this indoors. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be able to open up these programs to people of all ages. And in our area, I know that archery would be very popular with, anyone. So we're looking forward to do that. So those 2 grants are bringing in about $4,000 for us to do some different programming.
Hey,
So I'll let you know. All right, summer camp. So thanks, summer camp.
I think you're going after all those little grants.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I do want to bring up, I never bring this up, Dan Sullivan, but telecommunications and Mike in there and Elena, it's telecommunications week. Thanking communications services throughout the area. I got an email on that from our fire chief who basically said it's just amazing the step up in the amount of information is flowing to the community, to the social media that we never had before. I need to say thank you, Elena and Chloe and Mike.
Yes,
Dan.
they do a great job, but it was emergency telecommunications, so I wasn't sure if they were recognizing our dispatchers as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So, but they all deserve debt of gratitude for everyone.
I tried to print it up on my printer jam, so IT week next week. All right, anything else? Okay. Public comment, does anybody wish to make a comment today from the public? Does anybody wish to make a comment today from the public? Yes. Okay. Do you want to?
I wish to speak on an agenda item.
Sure.
On a non-agenda item?
Oh, not agenda item?
Agenda.
Yes.
Oh, okay, then we'll leave up 5 minutes. Okay. We got a very short, thing going on. Unfinished business today, we have none. New business, first item is discussion of the consider approval of a high-speed tabulator kit. Clerk, right? No, point Jim. Go ahead, clerk, right? Make the motion.
I'd like to make a motion, to, request the 2024 budget amendment for item number 101-215-9711,000, 1000, and purchase a new high-speed ballot tabulator kit and an additional replacement high-speed tabulator scanner for the total amount of $46,343.22. In 2017, Wayne County and the state of Michigan entered into a contract with the Dominion Voter System, which I know everybody heard a lot of in 2020. To replace electric equipment that had been that had been used for over 20 years. At that time, Van Buren Township purchased all new voter equipment, including 2 high-speed absentee ballot tabulator kits and a 30 scanner kit added in 2018. Doing pre-processing of absentee ballots for the 2024 presidential primary, one of the scanner kits crashed and was unable to be repaired. While tech support from Wayne County was out assistance with the issue, it was discovered that the other 2017 scanner was not functioning properly also. In order to process high volume absentee ballots the township will receive during the presidential election cycle this year, equipment need to be replaced. The major voting system has only been allowed by Wayne County in the state of Michigan. So bid is the price quotes are not an option. I'm asking the board to approve this request without processing. So we're not interrupted to what we anticipate to be a very high voter turnout this year.
I support the motion.
Okay. I think you just presented it. Do you want to say anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Does this make us have like the most advanced clerk's office in the world?
Close to
Okay. Let's move on. All right. I got a motion by Clerk Wright. I have support by Trustee Boynton. Hearing no further discussions. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? This motion passes. Thank you. Next item is discussion and consider approval of American fireworks. Trustee Boynton?
What?
You want to make a motion to the number 2, since you walked on the last one.
No, I just wanted to make sure that he could do it because, I just wanted to make sure, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, I need a motion on the American Fireworks Company.
And with that, I would move to approve of American Fireworks Company as the contractor for the June 29th, 2024 Van Buren Township Fireworks Show with a rain date of June 30th of 2024.
Oh, come on. The big one wants it. All right, Clerk Wright first. All right, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Up here once again. So thank you for the opportunity to bring to you the contract for the 2024 Van Buren Township Fireworks Show. We put out a notice to receive bids in the amount of $25,000 for the event. In many cases, you detail out the work to be done, you let the vendors tell you how much it's gonna cost. In this case, it's a little bit different because we say, we've got $25,000 to spend, what can you give us for it? We received 4 bids from Great Lakes, American, Pyrotechnico, and Zambelli. After scrutinizing all the contracts, I sat down with Director Locke, and the two of us went through each contract and scored each bidder. So what we look at is we look at all the information, their background, their history, how many shows they put on, their references, all that kind of good stuff. So in looking at the shot total, so this is how many fireworks they're going to shoot off, and they list them by the diameter. The diameter tells you, of course, how big they are, but not only that, for each inch in diameter, that's 100 feet high, it goes up in the air. So, you know, the 1-inch shells go up 100 feet, 2-inch shells go up 200 feet and so on. So when we look at this, we tabulate how many shots, per inch. We look at below 3 inches and then over 3 inches. So we looked at the 4 companies. I'm gonna give you a couple different numbers here. For, below 3 inches, American had 3,050, Pyrotechnico had 1,595. So like, okay, there's a lot of little ones in there too. And then when we looked at above 3, so 3 inches and above, American came out on top with that as well. So it's not like they just have the smaller ones. They put fireworks up in arrays, so there's different displays that they put up. When we look at the 3 inches above, the numbers from bottom up, Pyrotechnico had 544, Great Lakes had 1,020, Zambelli had 1,166, and American had 1,218. The total shot totals, American came out on top at 4,268. The next nearest was 2,139. So there's a big difference in the shot totals. And to give you a little bit background of our history with American, American did our show last year. We've never had so many compliments of how fantastic the show is. It was definitely the best show we've ever put on in Van Buren Township. So we brought this to our recreation committee. They did they sent the recommendation to the board that we would recommend American, that we would sign and execute the contract. So I'm here tonight to ask for you supervisor and clerk Wright to sign and execute the contract and for the board to approve American Fireworks Company for our company again this year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody want to discuss this? Okay. I hear no discussion, so I have a motion by trustee Boyden, supported by clerk Wright. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, but now we move on to reports, which we have none, and then public comment on non-agenda items. Would you like to step forward?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Patricia Namonsi. I live at 43020 Riggs Road. We've had this discussion before,
I'm sorry.
and I'm sorry. I'm just not used to microphones.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have asked the township for 10 years at least to please move the fence that's on my property. And how do I know that it's on my property? Because I have a letter from the board stating exactly where my property is because of previous owners, the discrepancy that they had on the property. I sent a letter to the inspectors. I asked them in December to come to my house twice. I sent a letter requesting that they come to my house and correct this. In the syllabus, you can see that I have pictures and I have a letter from the previous owners that lived in my house and the house next door. And
Okay, I will meet with you right after the meeting. The only time I remember having something like this, it was discussed that a surveyor had to be brought in.
correct, and I did
Was
do the
that you?
surveyor. I did do the surveyor. My neighbor was sitting there at the fence that he had
Okay,
with a stick. So it was not surveyed. I paid $2,000 to GLA and I got nothing.
He was there with a stick to do what?
He had a stick and a pop bottle on it, saying that that's where the property was.
I need a survey. I can't, yeah, you know that, I mean, you know, I
Yeah,
can't.
the original survey, because the markers.
So go away, look at me, sure you need the right one, okay?
Okay,
All right,
and one more thing that
I'm almost done,
I
so.
backed up to the wetland for over 6 months now. The gate or their fence has been put there, and I know that they can't remove it because it is on the ridge. It will create a downfall. But they have come into my yard and run a string across the back of my yard and children play in my yard. Thank you.
All right, did you want to come? No, that's somebody else. We're almost done, so don't go away. All right. Does anybody else want to, step forward and speak in non-agenda items? No. Is there anybody online?
No virtual hand raised, Supervisor.
All right, does the board want to do things? Sherry, would you like to? Sherry, would you like to make the next one?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Move. We got a motion, I got a second. No discussion, all in favor?